Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming with Gautam. So in the previous video, as we have seen about the different ways the functions can be defined, that is functions without arguments and without return, functions with arguments and without return, functions without arguments and with return, function with arguments and with return. Similarly, we also have a different type of function called as lambda functions. These functions are also called as anonymous functions in Python. So, while the normal functions, that is these functions, the normal functions, these are defined using the def keyword. The anonymous functions are defined with the keyword lambda. So that is the reason they are also called as lambda functions. So these functions can have any number of arguments but only one expression. Let me show you the syntax first. Lambda space arguments space colon space expression. So here, this is as I have already told you, lambda functions are defined with the lambda keyword followed by the arguments if there are any, and followed by the expression whatever we have written in these functions, that like the value whatever we have. But here in lambda functions, the expression is only of one line. We cannot line multiple lines to expression here. Okay, so let me show you one example. So now let me show you how to define a lambda function. For that, we'll just take the lambda keyword followed by a colon, print hello world. Now we'll assign this since lambda returns the function returns an object, we'll assign it to a variable a and call the tape. Right click, run. So this is the function without arguments and without a return. So now let me show you the 4 different ways the lambda functions can be declared similarly to the regular function. So lambda functions without arguments and without return. As you have already seen it, let me show you again. Lambda colon space print welcome to Programming with Gautam. So since this object will this is a function object, so we need to assign it to a variable a is equal to, and we'll call that variable. Since we are calling the function, we are using brackets here. Let me run it and show you. So this is lambda functions without arguments and without return. So similarly, let me show you how to declare lambda functions with arguments and without return. For this, we'll take lambda x comma y space colon space print the sum. I'm sorry guys. Comma x and comma y is x plus y. So let me run. So since this object this is similarly to the above without the function without arguments and without return, we need to assign this also to a variable. and I'm calling that variable as function. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I did not pass the required arguments in that. 10, 20. Let me run it and show it to you. So you can see the sum of 10 and 20 is 30. Okay guys. Now similarly, we have another type, that is lambda functions. So similarly, we have lambda functions without arguments and with return. So for this, lambda (20 plus 50), enter, print the sum is C. I'll assign this to a variable called as C is equal to, and we'll call that function here. Okay, you can see the sum of 50 and 20 is 70. Okay, now we'll see functions with arguments and with return. Okay, lambda a comma b colon a plus a into b. Okay, d equals to similarly, as I am calling it here, I'll call the same function here. Okay, the multiplication is d comma d. Okay, so now let me run it and show it to you. Oh, again I forgot to give two required arguments. We could also give default arguments. Let me show it to you by giving default arguments. Now I've given default arguments and I'm running it directly. So you can see 5 5s are 25. It's 250, and you can see the sum is the multiplication is 250. So if you see why we are giving d here. So what type of object is this? So I'll show you what type of object is that. Print d. I'm just printing d here, and I'm showing you. So when I'm printing d, it is a function object of lambda, and at reference variable this, at reference location this. Okay. Similarly, when I give type of d, when I give type of d and run it, you can see when I give type of d, it is a class function. It is a function class. Okay. So I'll be showing you about how can we use these functions and what is the use of these functions and all in the next video. Hope you have liked the video. If you have liked it, like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Programming with Gautam. Thank you.